A warm greetings from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. I am Professor Radhika from Chemistry Department. In this video lecture series, we discuss about the topic identification of project affected persons. We know that project affected persons are nothing but that persons lost their property for any kind of developmental projects. They may affect directly or indirectly. So project affected person means the people directly affected by land acquisition for a community project through loss of part or all of their assets, whether temporarily or permanently, including land, houses, other structures, business, crops, trees, or other type of assets. Let us see the directly affected the peoples by the project. Directly affected peoples are nothing but they lose their lands or structures fully or partially for the project. They are known as owners. Using land with no ownership like agricultural residential tenants, laborers working on lands and commercial establishments, possible affected persons without land titles, tenants, wage laborers, vendors, indigenous or tribal peoples. Similarly, women and especially female heads of household. Similarly, the indirectly affected project affected peoples. Loss of access to CPR and public utilities. CPR is nothing but Comprehensive EIA Project Report. Host area population. So we know that for any kind of developmental projects, the areas which are taken up by the people, taken up from the peoples, are forcibly resettled and rehabilitated. An estimated 21.3 million people have been displaced for any kinds of projects. That is various projects conducted in our country. Only 75% are yet to be resettled. Only 25% of peoples are resettled. Let us see the techniques and approaches adapted of the identification of project affected persons. Census based survey, verification of project records, verification of records of rights and land records, superimposing the project design on the cadastral map. Cadastral map is nothing but which show a property boundaries, subdivision lines, buildings and other related details. Similarly, verification of land records at field level through contacting actual owners, contacting village administrative officer, verification of electoral and public utility records. Similarly, let us see the approaches and techniques for identification of indirectly affected persons. Public or village meeting. Via public or village meeting, we can gain some of the informations like demography. Demography is nothing but the statistical study of human population with reference to size and density. Similarly, distribution and vital statistics. Occupational pattern, institutional arrangements and social security, infrastructure, resources and manpower, needs, problems, priorities and opportunity, general awareness level. So these are the informations we gained. Similarly, the Walkover survey. This exercise gives the information about the land use pattern, cropping pattern, soil and tree species, potential for area development. Social mapping, the main aim of doing this social mapping is to gain an understanding of the physical layout of the village and the spatial distribution of social groups. To understand the access of different social groups to infrastructure and basic services. To gather information on village demography, land distribution patterns among various social and economical groups, occupational patterns, quality of human resources, infrastructure facilities available and required. To mobilize the community for participatory planning. Resource mapping, that is nature or types of resources available and which is used in the village. The ownership pattern of the resources we can know, infrastructure available to use the resources, implication for planning. So these are the methods which is used to identify the project affected persons either directly and indirectly. Thank you.